Hi there, sports fans. This is
Hey.
PlayitRight TV. Quinito Henson with Diane Castillo. We've got a special live episode for you. We're featuring three of the big J's of Barangay Ginebra San Miguel in the PBA. And we've got Jared Dillinger with us, Joe Devance, and Justin Brownlee. One by one, we're going to be introducing them. And before anything else, we want to be able to ask JDV and JD just a few words to welcome our viewers to this live and crazy episode on Play It Right. JDV, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
What's up, guys? This is JDV here. I just want to say thank you for having me on. I'm very excited. I don't know what questions are going to be asked. Just don't make them too hard, okay? Please. I'm shy.
Okay.
I'm shy.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
JDV for you. Let's go over to JD. JD, a few words from you welcoming our viewers to Play It Right.
Sir Canito, thank you for the introduction. To all the fans out there, what's up, you guys? Really excited to be here, answer some of these crazy, wacky questions that we got for this show. I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Thank you, too. And Diane, we have a third guest, Justin Brownlee. We don't know where he is. He's somewhere in space, but we're hoping that he joins us because he'll be the third man in this crazy group of Jays.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that he'll join us. Is there word from Justin Brownlee, JD? Is he coming on board?
Let me get back to you on that, Sir Canito. I'll report back as soon as I hear something, sir.
Okay.
You said he sent some hearts, right? When you
He
told
sent
him
me a heart. Yeah, he sent
we're
me a heart
on and
message
he
like,
gave you a
JD,
heart.
I acknowledge you, JD. Here's a heart. And,
Okay.
you know,
I wonder what that means.
I'm going to get to you, JD, when I get to you.
Well, hopefully you guys are gonna make our audience smile because things are a little bit crazy out there with the COVID. First of all, thanks for being here, guys. And JDV, you sound like your house is a very lively place. Can you tell us how it's been going? I guess you guys have been staying in.
Yeah. Our house is it's never a bored I would say minute, but not even second. Not 1 second. But I
Four
wouldn't have
kids.
it. Yeah, we have four beautiful kids. I have one beautiful wife and four beautiful kids. Ain't that right, sweetie? She's in the back. She's cleaning.
Okay. So it's not
But-
four beautiful wives and one beautiful kid. It's the other way around.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Just wanna
wow.
make sure.
You're trying to get me in
Someone's gonna
trouble. You're trying to get me in trouble right now. It's a good thing I'm on the headphones.
And Jared, you look like you're in a really cool place. That's like a really nice studio setup you have there. How have you been keeping busy this last
thank you.
couple of weeks?
Right. This is it. This has been my life more or less 3/4 of the day. So me and Angie, we made this really cool cyberpunk workroom that we'll just be spending time doing NFTs and crypto for most of the time. So I live here pretty much, guys. Live, breathe, eat, sleep here. So I had to make it as cool as I could.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to ask you guys this question. What is your status right now? You guys are both in the injured list. Tell us about your injuries. When are you going to start to be able to play again? JDV.
Well, I've been on the injured list maybe for the past 4 years.
Okay.
It's been
So,
stealing money, man.
I mean, but I'm fighting though to get back.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
working.
trying.
Okay.
I've been trying, battling through pain and all that kind of stuff. So,
Doing therapy.
yeah, therapy, strengthening my quads and stuff like that. But to be honest, I'm still having a lot of pain in my knee. But I mean, I take it day by day and see where I could get. I'm hoping I could play or at least get back to practicing like by the end of the month. But I don't know what today's date is. But it's not looking too good. I don't know.
So there's a chance that you still might be able to catch up and play in this current Governor's Cup.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys
I
are
have.
defending champions.
Yeah, I have plans on playing this conference, especially now that it's getting pushed back. That only helps me to get back. So I'm really excited to get back into shape and playing again. I'm really excited for that because I just I need to win at least one more championship. I'm at 11. I need to
Wow.
get to 12. Yeah, I need
11.
to get to 12.
Okay, but did you do off-season surgery?
Uh, yeah, off-season surgery. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So as soon as the
Mm.
conference was over, last conference, I
Mhm.
probably got my surgery done maybe a week after that.
Okay. What about
So
JD? What is your injury status?
Yeah, Nito. I'll most definitely be out this conference for sure. I got a little ways ahead. I'll probably be out somewhere between 4 to 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, most likely. Just trying to think of the worst case scenario, like depending on how my recovery process takes and how well I do during my rehab will kind of like give me a base of how long this will take. But right now, it's still in the rest and recovery, just doing minimal movements just to kind of maintain my mobility. And, this is not my first rodeo when I get injured. So I'm pretty attuned and mentally fortified on how to go about myself when I'm injured. So it is what it is. And it's just being consistent and putting in that work every day. And more or
What
less.
exactly is your injury, JD? What exactly is your injury?
So I chipped a bone spur off of my kneecap and partially torn my patella. And so they had to remove this bone spur out and then reattach some of my patella. And yeah, for the meantime, that's why I'm here in this room chilling for most of the day. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, give it a couple of weeks so I can start moving around a little bit better.
Well, we're
Well, you
talking about
seem to-
championships. Diane, JDV mentioned that he's won 11 championships.
Amazing.
JD has won 7 championships. Diane,
Wow.
you've got to be asking questions about how these guys manage with all these championships. Diane.
No, I know. I mean, it's like, you've achieved so much and it must be so tough to be out. I was going to ask JD, you seem to have a really still a very positive outlook. And how do you, I mean, it's the most difficult thing for an athlete to be injured, not being able to play, especially champion, you guys who are used to winning.
Of course.
I mean, how do you control your thinking and your mindset to still, as you say, take it one day at a time?
Right. Well, I mean, we're not 20 anymore. We're a little bit more experienced. We have a little bit more wisdom under our belt. So it's not our first rodeo. And, you find ways to stay positive. And, we're human. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you have your days. Yeah.
What's that?
We have our days. We have our bad days.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I do feel down every now and then. And like, man, I wish I wasn't injured. Like, that does run across my mind. But you just learn how to just acknowledge that this is the situation you're in and there's nothing you can do to help it. So just being positive and just thinking what you can control really helps you get, through these times of, pain and injuries and setbacks. And right. So as long as you take it with that type of energy, it really doesn't feel too bad as long as you're getting in your routine and doing your work day by day. So to me, it's just another day to work.
So how do you stay in touch with your team? Do you like Zoom a lot? Do you watch the practices?
Oh yeah, I FaceTime everyone. I bother them. Joe
He's
knows.
always FaceTime. Yeah, he's FaceTiming me all the time.
Does that help you? You like
I have
seeing
to
his
block him.
face?
I have to block him.
Does seeing his face brighten your day, make it better?
You're right. It really does make me feel better about myself when he FaceTimes me, especially when I'm in the bathroom.
Oh,
That's when I think about him the most. Is when I'm using the restroom.
When the games were going on, you guys were in the sidelines. You guys were attending every single game, cheering your teammates and making sure that everyone was right in the zone, right?
Oh yeah, got to.
Easy. Yeah, that's right.
That will never change. That will never change.
It's funny you say that, Sir Canito, because a lot of the assistant coaches, during the game, they'll turn around and look at us and start saying, like, are you guys players, or you guys act like fans half the time, screaming and yelling and guys,
I'll stand
up.
up. I'll be standing up yelling. Yeah, like I get into it.
You know, I have to ask you this question. JDV, I have to ask you this question. You've been a constant in a lot of the championships that Coach Tim Cohn has won. You were with him when he won his championships at Alaska. You were with him when he won his championships with San Mig Coffee, and now with Ginebra. Is it true that Coach Tim Cohn owes his championships to you?
No, I would not say that. If he's gonna see this, I wouldn't say that. But if he's not gonna see this, then I would say, yeah, he owes me a lot. You know what I mean? No. I'm just saying. Somebody's gonna show him this and then say,
what is your attachment to Coach Tim Cohn? Why this association with Coach Tim?
We have a unique chemistry about us. He kind of and see, this is the thing though. People see how me and Coach Tim are now, right? But they never saw the years that led up to us to where we at now. You know, there was plenty of days where he's just cussing in my face at practice, you know, spitting in my face. Yeah, you know, like face to face, like just on me and on every day, you know. So it took all of that to get to where we are now with respect and love for each other. And this is just one thing that I mean, I just won't never turn my back against Coach Tim. I owe him my whole career. Also my beautiful wife, she has a big role in that. She's right here, guys. So you know what I mean? So yeah. Me and Coach Tim have great chemistry.
Oh, you know, JDV, looking at your PBA career, you started out as the first overall draft pick in 2007. Your first team was Wellcoat. So it wasn't the Ginebra, it wasn't the San Mig, it wasn't an Alaska. But then you went on, and then JD, you were the second overall draft pick in 2008, the year after JDV got in. The first overall draft pick that year was Gabe Norwood. But you've had a very interesting career. You went through TNT and Meralco before joining Ginebra. Now that you're with Ginebra, how did it feel playing before the Ginebra fans? I mean, those fans were against you before, and now they're with you. How does it feel?
Oh, amazing. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's great when you have sorry, I got airplanes around my neighborhood because I'm not rich like Joe. Sorry, hold on, my bad, guys. Sorry, all jokes aside, it's great. It's who's gonna tell you otherwise? You know, when you got a legion of fans, you know, loving and supporting you and appreciating the work that you put out on the court. And you know, I understand it's an entertainment business, so like if you're on the other team, then it's kind of like, you know, hey, we're against you, us against them. And you know, any player that gets the opportunity to play in the pros here, to have the chance to play in Ginebra, it's special. And so I'm fully embracing it, love it, appreciate it, can't get enough of it. So I'm very, very grateful to be on the squad. Love it.
Here's a question from Aaron214, and this came in via Instagram. He's asking if there's a slam dunk contest between JDV and Jaron Dillinger, who wins? Now, earlier, JD, you posted something saying that you want to be able to recall the nastiest dunks you've ever made. But you said, why don't you just ask JB and me, because JDV doesn't dunk?
Well, first thing, Sir Canito, I just spit facts when I'm talking. And I don't recall
That's not facts. That is not facts. You've never seen me dunk, JD?
No, I haven't. Like, even when my rookie year, I'm sorry, no, I don't want to hate. Did you ever catch a body?
Oh my God.
Hold
on. Time out. Are we talking about professional or like?
Yeah, professional in the PBA. You've
Oh,
never.
what? You didn't
Have
see
you
my
caught a
YouTube
body?
clip where I try to windmill it? Hey, I didn't make it.
See, I know it. See, yeah. See, I'm
You
telling
guys, you guys should have a show together, the two of you. Your back and forth is just hilarious. I love the
That's
chemistry.
that's in the works. That's in the works, right, JD?
Oh,
Huh?
you
All
see.
We
right.
already have a show called JD Squared. We got JD
Yeah.
Squared.
Yeah.
Anyone out there? Let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, we have
Yo.
another question here from Mark Imbong. He says, for both of you, what improvements do you think your team can still do to perform better this season? And if there
that's
could be
easy.
any changes to your lineup, strategies, coaching staff, or even maybe a change in uniform, what would it be?
Oh my.
Well,
That was
I'll
like a
take this real
10-part
quick.
question.
Yeah, that was like a 5-step question right there.
Okay, just improvements, anything you can
Sure.
think of.
I would say defense. That would be our main thing. Defense. I mean, even that's just a general term in itself. Our overall defense needs to get better. Our help side defense needs to get better. Our ball screen defense needs to get better. Our offense, we're doing something a little different. So I would expect that to kind of be lagging a little bit, but our defense should have we should have no excuses on defense. But we're slowly getting back to where we need to. Hopefully we could be playing at the highest level we can be towards the end of the conference going into the playoffs.
When you come back.
Yeah. Usually when I come back, that's when we play our best.
Right? You guys, I'm telling you, he's not even super injured, you guys. He does this every conference. He just plays when it's winning time. And when we really need to get wins, that's when Joe just automatically like, hey, you guys, I feel kind of good now, so it's time to play. Like,
all right, Joe's going to play 38 minutes.
Hey, here's something from someone who's watching from Italy. 30 ventricle.
Wow, watching from Italy.
Oh,
That's
wow,
nice.
Italy.
Ginebra
That's my
fans in
favorite
Italy.
place. That's my favorite place. I've never been there,
So
but
why is it your favorite place?
just from the
Never been
pictures
there.
and stuff,
Oh.
from like when people go stuff.
Here's a question from Paul Banzon. You guys, which current PBA player reminds you of you when you were breaking into the league in terms of your career trajectory? JDV.
Oh, that's a tough one. Dang.
oh, yours is easy.
Mine's easy.
Yeah.
Who?
Perk.
Okay. JD.
Oh, yeah, Perkins. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Perkins.
You're right. Perkins.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right?
I'm
correct
just
me if I'm wrong,
you're right.
right?
You're right. My bad. It's because I'm thinking of like the older players. Like I'm thinking like Danny Aldefonso. Of course, not Danny I. I'm just thinking of the old timer people. But I didn't. Yeah. You're right. I would say Perkins. Me and just his game now is very, very similar to a younger Joe. I was just taller, and I actually played the guard position. I think he's a big that could bring up the ball. He could dribble, which was that. I mean, that's what I did. But I actually played the guard position. So I think that's where we vary a little bit. But that's something that he could easily do if the coach, asked him to. But Perkins has a bright future.
What about you, JD?
Yeah.
I like Calvin Oftana from NLEX. Man, that kid, he's tough. He could play. Like he can he's a better shooter for sure, like when I was first in the league. But in terms of just like the stature and athleticism and just kind of good at everything, not great at one thing yet. Like I really appreciate that and how he plays. So I'd say Calvin Oftana.
I was gonna say like one of the Simarads. That's what I was gonna say for you.
That's a great opinion. We're like the same age almost, but that's cool.
Okay. I didn't know how. You're like the Simarad.
No one laughs at your jokes, Joe.
You're like the Simarad. That's serious.
Oh, just because we both have muscles.
Yeah, you both got muscles, and that's it.
JDV,
Okay,
let me ask you
JD.
this question.
I'll just
If you're
play.
going to go to war, JDV, if you're going to go to war, who would you like to be with you? Christian Senhardiger or Japet Aguilar? One of the two.
Wow.
Wait.
How am I
Nice
going to answer
question.
that? How am I going to answer that?
I'm
Well,
sending this to Jap and Christian.
is there a strategy that needs to be involved? Because if there is strategy that needs to be involved, I'm getting Christian. Because Christian is a thinker.
Okay.
Now, if I need somebody like to be super athletic, that like just say there's a rim there somewhere, and we need to get to it in the war, then I'll get Jap because Christian can't jump.
Hey, that's a great answer. Okay, JD will
thanks.
ask you this question. If you were to go on a double date with someone, who would you choose to have a double date with? L.A. Tenorio or Stanley Pringle? Who's more fun?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, my first reaction was L.A. Tenorio. L.A.
Okay.
Tenorio because I would pick his brain. Like, that's one of the smarter dudes I've met. And I would just want to have a dinner just to see his perspective and how he thinks the game and in general. Like, that guy is one of the smartest basketball players I've got to play with in my
Oh,
career.
wait a minute. You're thinking of dating him?
Well, I mean, you said double date, taking out for
Double
dinner.
date, yeah. Double date.
Uh-huh.
Like
That's what he's thinking about.
You and somebody, and then he and somebody.
Yeah,
But you're
I'm
thinking-
and I would just focus on him,
okay,
though.
all right.
We would take our ladies, but
You
I
would forget about your date. You would forget
yeah,
about your date.
ladies can talk and hang out, and me and LA, we're gonna talk. But
Okay.
That's cool.
if we're having a good time, I'll pick Stan. But it's
Mhm.
it's funny because Stan is actually the funniest guy on our team.
Yeah,
he
Stan
doesn't
is
know.
hilarious.
He is? He's the funniest guy?
He is hilarious.
Okay.
He
He
is
is.
hilarious.
And it doesn't come across off that way, but you get to know him more behind the scenes. The dude is so funny.
He is
Oh,
so
wait a minute.
funny.
Stanley Pringle is not going to be able to play the rest of the conference. You guys got somebody from the free agent list, Nards Pinto, who's as tough as nails.
Hey,
How do you think Nards Pinto is going to gel with your team coming in midstream?
Easy.
Really?
Nards is so good. Like, people forget that Nards was one of the top 3 best 3-point shooters when he was playing for Blackwater for a couple years.
Mhm.
Like, that dude, he reminds me of Ryan Reyes to me. Like, he is a version of like a Ryan Reyes that could shoot, play make, tough as hell on defense, and you'll never hear any problems from him on or off the court. Like, he is the epitome of a professional. Like, I am so excited Pinto's coming to the squad. Like, I'm a fan of Pinto.
Okay, Diane?
Okay, here's another question, guys. I know you love the fans of Ginebra and they really make the team. What is the most outrageous comment that you've received from a fan? Start with JDV.
Wow,
Oh
outrageous.
shoot! Well, I've gotten some crazy like bad comments because
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't want to bring race into it because that's something totally different. But you know, I've gotten the "you suck, you need to retire, you're owed. Why does Coach Tim use you so much?"
Oh, that
You
hurts.
know, and then when they
Ouch.
say that to me, what I say is your face is owed, and then they stop. That's how I get it. I get them back. I like to, but no, but
So
in
it
all
doesn't
honesty,
bother you. You just get
no,
get back.
it doesn't bother me at all. I really like to interact with with just people in general. If you really get to know me, I just like to interact with people in general. So what more with fans
Yeah, I
on
hear
social
you're
media?
always talking. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that good or bad?
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
we like
okay,
it. We
okay.
like
Yeah.
interaction.
That's good.
We like
Okay.
interaction. Proof of
She
life.
was like, "Yeah, I heard you talk too much."
Talk a lot. I didn't say talk too much.
Okay. Just check.
Now you
joke
put
line.
words in her mouth. Come
Joke
on,
line.
Okay, what
JD,
about you, JD?
Yeah.
Fan comment you can't forget.
Oh,
or was there
man.
ever a fan comment that made you have like a sleepless night or like that bothered you or not really?
Yeah. You know what? I remember one pretty vividly. I got a fan who wrote me a letter and asked for a series of things from me, like my salary, a horse, cat, a car, like a really unrealistic letter of wants. And I didn't acknowledge the letter. So after like a couple weeks, fan was so mad at me, would go to all the games and just dog me, like for good 7-8 games. Went to the game specifically just to scream and say I suck and loser and I'm a snob and yabang, and it would. I've never seen anything like that before. Like that was like the longest hatred of a fan I've had.
How long did that last?
That lasted for like a good 2 months.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay, how about this?
How was that resolved?
Yeah, they got bored. I just acted like they weren't there. So I mean, I didn't give them any reaction after a while, and then they stopped.
Here's a question right here, Diane, from RJ Australia. If you could choose a coach to play for, who would it be? Should be one you haven't played for yet. Oh, okay.
And why?
Oh shoot.
Yeah, JDV.
Okay. I would probably say I wouldn't mind playing for Coach Chris Gavina.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of potential. I think he's coaching Rain or Shine the right way. I would say him, and somebody that I've always looked up to in my whole career is Jeffrey Cariaso. We've been teammates. Yeah, we were teammates the whole time. But I wouldn't mind, playing for him if I couldn't have Coach Tim.
Dang.
What about you, Jamie?
Yeah, same. Coach Jeff Cariaso, I would always want to play under him for sure. I was thinking too, Coach Alex Compton. Always wanted.
Yeah, Coach Alex. Yeah.
Always had great conversations with him, and I loved the way he thought about the game. So similar to Coach Jeff. So those two guys really stuck out in my head. I played with half of these, 3/4 of these coaches, whether I played with them or they were an assistant coach and I was on the squad. So I don't have a big list to choose from.
Okay, here's another question. Mark Aguia used to enjoy the I can't see it. The Canchawa of Kangkong back then. How do you feel when non-Ginebra fans call you Kangkong?
I don't know if JD's really gotten that because they kind of died down with that. But when I first came to the team, they were saying that a lot more than they do now. But to be honest, I didn't know what it meant at first. I didn't even. I was like, King Kong. I actually had to ask Mark, and he told me where it came from because it comes from the ground, and we're basically like dirt, right? Like they're just calling us like the lowest of the lowest in the dirt, like not even dirt below that, whatever that is. Yeah. Wow. So I was like, dang, they must not really like us. So, when they used to say that to me, I'm like, shoot, well, I like King Kong myself, like in Sinigang. I was like, if you got Sinigang soup, I'll eat King Kong all day with Sinigang.
I love the way he says it, King Kong, Sinigang.
That's American side coming out.
You know what? I used to take Tagalog lessons a few months back, but
how'd that go?
Yeah, it was kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? Even though I've been here for a long time, guys, it's really my mom's fault because she never taught me. In those crucial stages of being a child, right? And then so that's really my mom's fault. Even though I've been here for like 16 years.
Yeah.
JD, your Tagalog's good.
No.
It's okay. It's I can throw in a pretty good accent and I can say a couple bars here and there and jib jab with you a little bit, but I can't have any.
So basically, no.
I can't have any in-depth.
You could have just said no.
Because
so we could do the next question.
Depending on what we talk about, sometimes I can. I can
No,
play
no,
that.
I can vouch for JD. When I asked him to get in touch with JDV and Justin Brownlee, he said, "No problem. Maliit na bagay yan, Sir Quinito."
Wow.
Yeah.
And I
Oh
said,
yeah,
"What?
I would have said the same thing.
Impressed. I'm impressed. Hey, JD. Maliit na
I would have said the
bagay."
same thing.
Sir
I would have said the
Benito.
same thing. See?
Oh, here's a question right here. It's on our screens. Last 3 seconds. To whom will you give the ball
for the last
for the
shot?
last shot? Mark Kagiwa or JJ Helterbrand? That's coming from Jedema Esito.
Well,
For me, I mean, Joe got to play with them a lot more. I got to play against them a lot more, I would say. And for me, I would pick Kagiwa. He's as much as a bucket getter Helterbrand is. Kagiwa is like priority number one is bucket getting for Mark. And
yeah.
I feel he would be the one. It's so hard to pick between the two. It's like one's level 99, the other's level 100. So I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
Like Mark.
Well, to be honest, Mark would already have the ball in his hand, so there's really no need to, like Mark's gonna shoot it. Yeah, he has the ball in his hand already. So.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question from Paulo Catalan. In the coming EASL, what adjustments are you going to be doing if you get to play against other EASL teams? And JD, I know that you've been doing some vlogs for EASL, going back to the Clark bubble, and I think that's going to continue on now. That there's a lot of talk about EASL. Everyone's so excited. There's $1 million to be won by the champion team. So that's one question. Yeah,
Right.
$1 million. That's one question.
I didn't know
the second
that.
question is,
I need to try.
what is the reason for Arvind Tolentino's good start? So, okay, first question is to JD about EASL. Second question to JDV about Arvind Tolentino's good start. We'll start with JD, EASL.
Okay. It's such a great question. I would say first and foremost, we'd have to identify like who are we playing when we get into the tournament, and we have to do a serious amount of scouting. And clearly, it's going to be a battle of styles. Our style against the style of Chinese or Hong Kong or whatever country we're battling against. So ideally, I mean, we're gonna need to be multifunctional. Our team, big, play small, play fast, play half court, because we're gonna have to be ready for anything. I'd say it's really a muck up. You're not gonna really know until you're actually there to scout the teams.
Now we can play with 2 imports. So if you had a choice of 2 imports, and if you were playing on the Philippine team, playing in the EASL for $1 million for the first prize, which two imports are you going to get for your team?
Justin Brownlee and Alan Durham. Those 2 guys, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I would stop right there.
Yeah,
easy, right? That was so easy.
Yeah, that was
pretty
quick.
tough.
That was quick.
Okay,
That
the
is tough.
third question for JD is, would you still like to be naturalized even not for Gila's purposes? That's
that would be for
also
Brownlee.
from
Yeah, that would be for Justin Brownlee.
Yeah.
But the question for JDB is, what can you say about Arvind Tolentino's great start so far in this Governor's Cup?
Well, to be honest, I would say he's feeling more confident because he's playing more minutes. But the reason why he's playing more minutes is because he's putting a little bit more focus on defense. And that's just one thing that, to be honest with you guys, that's just one thing previously that he just was not really thinking of. It was in his mind, he only thought of himself as either a scorer or just a shooter. But this game we need him to be more than just a shooter or just a scorer. I told him a few weeks back that I feel like he could be our best two-way player, but if he had that mindset, it's not just gonna happen. You know what I mean? That comes from a mindset of having to grind every day. You know, so
Facts.
I just think the fact that he's playing more with confidence, and the reason he's playing more is because he's working harder on defense.
JDV, I have a question for you again. If you were given the power to change or add a rule to basketball, what would that be? Would it be no one fouls out? Would it be no more flagrant fouls? Would it be a
Oh my.
4-point shot? You know,
Mm.
from the logo. What would it
Mhm.
be? What would your idea be? One rule change that you'd like to suggest to improve the game of basketball. JDV.
Okay, so just basketball in general, right? Not
Yeah.
with the PBA.
No.
Oh, shoot. I would probably say make the rim at least 1 foot higher, because these guys are
Ooh.
crazy, right?
Oh,
Jeez.
yeah. I never
Right.
thought of that.
Come on
So you
now.
mean 11 feet?
Yeah,
11
11
feet?
feet. Like because then that's a game changer, because like right, we were talking about dunking and stuff, like, and I
Yeah.
can't dunk, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, I'm here with it, you know. But if the rim was 1 foot higher, right, now that evens out the playing field, right? Because now
That's a good one.
right
Mhm.
now nobody's gonna dunk except for like
Yeah.
Jap, and that's it.
That's it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What
That
about
was
you, JD?
I am not as creative as Joe. I was already confirmed on thinking, let's make a half court 4-point shot, and
Okay.
that would be entertaining to me. I just seeing a sidelines out of bounds play for a 4-point half court shot. You know, I would want to see that. And so
That would be
I'd like to
entertaining.
see that too. Yeah.
right, you know, like it would change the game a lot too. Imagine getting fouled for an and one for a 4-point play. You know, like that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we have another question from a viewer. What do you say about the Filipino basketball players who have been recently moving to the Japan Basketball League?
Mm-hmm.
You're in your
prime.
prime, would you consider playing there if there was a really tempting offer? And the question is from Sian Ramon.
Mm-hmm.
JD, you go first.
Go ahead.
Which JD? Me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. I think it's great. I think it's great when there is an opportunity for Filipinos to go to other countries to show everyone how we are, like how we can play, and I think it's working great. Like all the guys right now that are in Japan, I'm proud that they're out there hooping and doing their thing, because it makes me like, look, I'm a part of that. Like that's how we play, and like, you know, hands down, like if I was still in my prime, like with a lot of this old heads, we'd be talking like, if we were in their position and we had the opportunity to do that, hands down, we'd be out in a second.
Leaving. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Nice.
and
For sure.
and get a new perspective and talk to different people and live in a different tradition of cultures. It great experience to have.
Adds to their
Yeah.
game. And you,
Absolutely.
JDB?
Yeah,
the same way?
I feel the same way. I just feel like, just like what JD said, just seeing a different culture through the game of basketball. Not too many people in this world have that opportunity to do. I don't know what the number is now, but I remember seeing something about there's 8,000 or 9,000 professional basketball players in the world. You know, so I mean, that's a small, like, selected few, and just to travel, I mean, how can you not take that opportunity? I
Right.
mean, even just say other countries start opening up and welcoming Filipino, because to be honest, I mean, besides China, maybe some Koreans and really that's it. I feel like we are top in Asia, right? So I feel like that's a great honor for other countries to even welcome Filipinos to
Right.
they want us to go over there and play, you know. So that says a lot.
Yeah.
JDB, I have a question for you again.
Sure.
What is the dirtiest thing that an opponent ever did to you on the court?
Foul.
I mean, the
Dirtiest
foulest foul. I mean, did someone hold you by the? I don't know. Okay. What's the dirtiest thing that any defender has ever done to you on the court?
All right. Well, there's a few. But you know what's crazy is this, and this is somebody that I really, really look up to also, and we're kind of in the same age bracket, is Ranadale Del Campo, RDO.
Okay.
He was known to be a little you know, kind of dirty player back then. And
Just a little bit.
he's punched me a few times in my stomach.
Punch. Wow.
Yeah, punch, you know. He's
Right
done that a
hook,
few
right,
times.
left?
Yeah. I think with the right, if it was with the left, it was like he didn't really want to hurt me. But if it was with the right, he was really trying to like knock my wind out. You know what I mean? So you know, you put him in there.
Did you
and
punch
then, of
him
course,
back?
No. I'm not a retaliator, except for one
Oh.
time that you could probably see on YouTube with Sandmade Coffee versus Northport or Globalport. But other than that, that's it. You know, I like to spread love and peace, guys.
All right.
Taking the higher road, huh? Okay. What
Yeah,
about
I
JD?
try.
JD, what about you? What's the worst referee's call ever made against you?
Oh,
You know, a ref made a call against you, and you absolutely went ballistic because, I mean, it was just out of this world. It was crazy.
yeah.
It shouldn't have been called.
Shouldn't have been called. Easy finals against Sam Made Coffee when they had Denzel Bowles on.
I knew it.
Phantom
That
call
wasn't on you.
Kelly
That
Williams.
was not on you. See, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that.
There is
JD.
no- there
They
is
said
no-
on you.
It's just there's no I in team. It's just
He's on you, not on
No,
Kelly.
I was right next.
You.
I was on the court and I was
Oh my
right there
gosh.
watching. I'm never gonna forget that.
This
Okay,
is something
can
that
you tell us
happened
exactly what
8
happened
years
again?
ago.
Make
Yeah.
us remember it.
Right. So finals against Joe's team. Coach Cohen is coaching. They had Denzel Bowles. Went all the way to game 7. This can be speculative, but I had a chance to win the finals MVP, guys. That was my only shine of some type of medal or glory, and they took it from me by calling a non-call from Kelly Williams fouling Denzel Bowles, like with a second left on the clock, and we had it in the bag. We had
A
it. But,
second.
but you know, to their attest, you know, Denzel had to hit 2 free throws to tie the game to go to overtime. That's crazy, and he did it. So that's, you know, hats off, mad respect, and you know, overtime happened. They beat us straight up, and they deserve to win that. It's
Hey, someone agrees with you, JD.
Yeah,
Anthony,
as he should.
they robbed us that time. That's what he said.
Anthony Arieta.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Anthony
thank
Arieta.
you. I know we're on the same wavelengths, Anthony. I know you saw it. We all saw it.
Okay, question for both.
Go to YouTube and look it up. They fouled. Kelly.
Question for
Kelly
both
Williams.
of you. Name one player whom you wish could play forever.
Wow. That's a loaded question.
Say what? Say
One
what?
player?
One more time.
Name one player whom you wish could play forever.
Wow. One
In the
player.
PBA?
Make that anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, let's make that anywhere. Let's make that someone whom you would want to see playing forever. It's got to be like an all-time great.
Yeah, for me that would be Michael Jordan. I would have loved to see him play in this era.
Right.
Yeah. Michael
would-
Jordan.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's a given. I would.
How about
also
PBA?
like to-
Yeah. What about
okay.
PBA?
All right, my NBA one would be Pete Maravich, and then my PBA one would be I'm biased. I would say Jimmy Alapag, just because
Jimmy Alapag. Okay.
Jimmy
just because he's
Alapag.
short and he doesn't look like he has much stature, but then Dude's got big balls and hits big shots, and cool guy to hang around. I wouldn't mind seeing him play for a long time.
What about you, JDV, in the PBA?
I would probably say Alvin Patrimonio.
Oh, Patrimonio, that's right.
Yeah. Just because he was so dominant, I would have like to go against him to see how dominant he really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
that would have been fun.
Your answer, JD, Pete Maravich, that's an interesting one. Why Pete Maravich?
Because in his time, he was way ahead of his era. The things that he was doing, people were not used to and accustomed to seeing. I just would want to know what type of player that would be playing up against, like someone who is just creativity is on another level. Very eccentric. He's different, like how a lot of the greats are. Like Larry Bird, he's an eccentric, weird kind of guy. Just people like that. I enjoy how they play the game of basketball.
Have we lost Diane? Diane, are you there?
My phone, I don't know, my phone suddenly just died, but I'm back on now.
She's back.
Okay, there you go.
Were you ask JDV a question about Nacho Libre? I understand that you have this food that you prepare, Nacho Libre. I know because our family is ordered, and we just
really?
love. Yeah, we just love your tacos.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That means so much to me and my family. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're selling tacos?
Yeah, we have a cloud kitchen called El Nacho Libre. If you want some, please let me know. I could get some to you so you could try it. Just if you could post for me. I know you have a lot of followers.
No, you guys have more followers than me, that's for sure. But I wanted to ask you.
JDV, we ordered.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna order for sure. Yeah.
I'll get you guys some. I'll get you some. Don't worry about it.
JD, do you think you can try to get Justin Brownlee? I mean, let's find out whether he can still join us because we've already gone close to 1 hour. He hasn't joined us. I'd like to find out whether he can still come in, even for just a bit.
I don't know.
JD, call Justin.
You call him. I've been messaging him so much. I feel you call him.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Okay, so while you guys are calling, let's ask JD another question.
Sure.
The times have been so different the last couple of days. Like, tell us what your day's like there.
Yeah.
Like, how do you spend your day?
Right. Just like the most of us, we're trying to find anything to help fill the time, right? It feels like we have lots of time right now. So, I simply do my morning workout routine, meditation, stretching, working out. Afterwards, I will be here for the rest of the day until I sleep, like literally here.
Wow.
I wish I could tell you I'm doing lots of crazy activities, but more or less, I'm just in this room, just working on my computer. So,
but JD, teams are allowed small group practices, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Correct.
No more than 7.
Correct. So,
so is it 4 players, 1 coach, 1 safety officer, 1 utility? Is that the way it works?
Yes. That's what we're going to start doing here. I believe in this week or next week. For the time being, we're just doing online workouts, and we'll do them. We'll do those in the mornings for now. And it's just kind of just be ready. A lot of the guys are still staying in shape, riding their bikes. Anything to just stay active. So I think that's the biggest challenge of staying motivated to stay working out, especially in the comforts of your home. It gets really relaxing sometimes when you're at your house all the time. But the small price to pay. We're getting paid to play basketball, so it's easy to find motivation here to work out.
Yeah.
Well, I need to ask JDV. You guys started off the conference 3-0. And then you lost badly to Magnolia in the Manila Classico December 25 game. Was that loss a fluke? Could you beat Magnolia any day of the week otherwise? But that was just a fluke.
No.
What happened that day?
I mean, I think they just came in there more prepared than us. I think they basically just prepared better than we did. I think maybe we came into that game thinking we were better than what we really were, and it was a reality check. But we play each other 10 times. It might be 5-5. You know what I mean? So they're playing great basketball. I really feel like at this point they'll be the team to make it to the finals. It's just who else? Yeah, it's just who else will be there with them. In my opinion.
You take out JB from the equation. Who would be the best import this conference?
Oh shoot! To be honest, I don't even know the other imports.
Okay, there's Mike
To be honest,
there's KJ McDaniels of NLEX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would
There's Paul
probably
Harris
say
from Phoenix.
Magnolia. Oh yeah, that's right, Paul Harris.
Paul Harris.
I would say I would say Magnolia's import. He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Mike Harris.
Yeah.
He's the oldest
Mike Harris.
import in town. He's 38 years old.
Yeah.
But that means nothing.
Experience?
I'm 39. I'm 39 and watch what I do when I get back.
Are you 39?
Watch what happens. Yeah, I'm 39. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Watch what happens when I get back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here's a question from John. Interesting question. Do you guys have a pre-game Hinebra ritual that you do before every game that really gets you hyped, or do you go through any particular?
Right. That's a great question. You know, I think it depends from game to game, John. Like if the team is looking way too focused, way too uptight, you know, we're trying to loosen it up and tell jokes and try to relax a little bit, because you know, there's sometimes you can't be too tight. And you know, on the reverse side of it, if we're a little bit too loose and lackadaisical, and you know, maybe we'll have a guy like Joe yell at everyone to straighten up and lock it up. We got to focus in on this game. So I don't know. I know some dudes tie their shoes all weird a couple times, but I don't really do any ritual.
I have a ritual. I have to eat my bacon salad. What I call it, my bacon salad. I call it breakfast of champions.
Oh, bacon salad. Okay.
Bacon salad.
Yeah,
okay.
Bacon salad.
Sounds like a heart.
So that's bacon with egg
and rice. And rice.
Garlic fried rice.
Yeah, just rice with ketchup. The egg it's a fried egg, right? And then I have a whole bunch of bacon and then rice, and then I put ketchup on the top, and then I eat it.
Interesting.
So that's my game day.
What's your favorite post-game meal? Like, what do you usually like to eat after a game?
Well, if it's normal times, pre-pandemic, it was Chili's, because you know, usually we have the second game, and you know, we just go straight to Chili's. That's what we normally do.
Burger.
Yeah, I'll probably get that varies. Yeah, I like the fajitas with the beans. I get black beans. I get 2 black beans, right? So what I do is I get nachos with extra jalapenos and salsa, right? Oh. Then I'll get the boneless buffalo wings with ranch.
Oh, he knows Chili's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I get my strawberry lemonade, and then from there it varies. Sometimes I might get the chicken with the mashed potatoes and shredded corn, right? Or I might get the cheeseburger with French fries, and then after that, right, because I played a lot of minutes. Just because I play a lot of minutes. Then after that, I get the brownie with ice cream. No extra, no fudge on the top though, because I'm on a diet, right? So I don't get the chocolate on the top.
Only the brownie, no fudge. That's funny.
Yeah, you can't have too much chocolate.
Do you order something different when you lose, and do you order something different when you win?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. So really, you know, because sweets make me happy, right? So like, if we lose, then I'm gonna order extra sweets. Yeah, right. I mean, that's what I do, at least. I don't know.
What about you, JB? What makes you happy? Any special food that makes you happy?
I'm boring. No. I'll eat the same food every day. I'll eat, chicken and vegetables, or rice and vegetables with fish. I don't eat a lot of rich type of food. I'm plain Jane.
No sweets?
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do eat junk food. I do every now and then. But I'm not a
He eats pizza. He eats a lot of pizza, guys. Don't let him fool you. Okay. When we was in the bubble, he was eating a lot of pizza. He actually eats more than anybody I know, to be honest.
Ooh.
He just has high metabolism. He has high metabolism.
He's just fat because he's not disciplined enough to eat a good, healthy diet like me.
I bet you right now. Show what's on your table right now. I bet you got junk food on your table right now.
I got a kombucha. That's healthy.
Oh, kombucha. All right.
Oh man, that just blew up in your face, didn't it?
I don't even know what kombucha is.
Exactly.
Okay, Kirito, we have another cool question here from 30. It says a question for both. If you didn't play professional basketball, which sport would you like to play? And why? Or do you watch, or what sport do you watch other than basketball?
That's easy for me. How you want me to go first?
Yeah.
I used to be a professional table tennis player. Ping pong. Yeah. I played in a few tournaments. I was ranked in the world. The highest I was ranked, I believe.
He's joking, right?
Honest?
No. Am I good?
Yeah.
JD, am I good? JD, am I good? You see my
He's good. I don't know about this story if it's true, but I've seen him play. He's good. He's good. I gotta give credit where credit's due.
World ranked? JDV, you were world ranked?
I played in a few tournaments in China, Guangzhou and all them and stuff like that.
So you still watch table tennis now?
I love table tennis. Yeah, I have a table tennis right downstairs. I'm not a regular tenniser.
No, not even women's tennis.
No, not even women's. I saw the recent movie with about Will, with Will Smith about Venice. Yeah, I saw that. But that's about it.
Okay, what about you, JD? What sport do you think you would have liked to pursue?
For me, easy, hands down, it would have been baseball. I was really, really good baseball player until I stopped to focus on basketball. And ever since I was like 7, I was playing, almost made it to the Little League World Series. Like, just for whatever reason, I just didn't want to play it anymore because it wasn't as fun and exciting as basketball. But I think if I would have stuck with baseball, who knows? I would have had a chance. That's what everyone says, though.
Diane, here's a question from John.
Okay, it says, is there a particular conference
significance?
Oh, my eyes.
To your jersey number?
To your jersey number. Why do you wear the numbers
number
that you
38
wear?
For GDV, number 2 for JD.
Well, my number is 38 because I was 3 in college, and back then they would ask the same question, why 3? And I would say because I shoot them. So when I came here, I wanted to, kind of switch it up a little bit. And my wife, her name is Monica. She's very beautiful. Her favorite number is 8. So yeah, I wanted
8.
Yeah. Well, nice. Yeah, that's why I made it to 38. But my first year, I was actually number 53. Yeah.
What number?
Yeah, I was number 53 my first year. And I did that because it was the birth year of my mom. So
okay.
Yeah. So but then I changed it after my first year because my first year wasn't that good.
And number 2 for JD?
Mine's again a little bit more uneventful. When I came on the team, Greg Slaughter still had number 20, and it's just very fitting. Took off the 0. I still had half of my number. Okay. Bing bong. That's how we do it. I'm number 2.
Okay. Well, Diane, it looks like we've run out of time. It doesn't look like Justin Brownlee is going to be joining us. It's a pity because Yeah, we
Yeah.
had a lot of questions prepared for him. Maybe we
Oh,
can get
no.
him for a next show. JDV, maybe we can twist his arm and get him to join
Yeah.
us. It'll be fun.
See, you
Yeah.
asked the wrong person. If you ask JD, it's not going to get done. You need to ask me, and I'll get it done. Okay. So we could be back on here next week if you guys like.
Yeah,
Well, you guys
that would be fun.
have been so much fun to talk to. So interesting.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely fabulous.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sure you
Thank
made
you
a lot
very
of your
much.
Ginebra fans and non-Ginebra fans smile a lot. We hope to have you again back here on PlayitRight. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you guys. Thank you for
Again,
having
we want to
us.
thank you so much for your time. We held you actually much more than we had expected. This was supposed to be a 30-minute show.
Yeah.
We're
Went
over 1
30
hour
minutes
now.
over.
And we're still going
You know, that's
strong.
what they say, right? When you're having so much fun, time flies. And that's what it just did.
But
We get that a
thanks,
lot, you
thanks,
guys.
JDV.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
JD,
thank
for
you.
your time, for your laughter, for your comments. Thanks so much. On behalf
Thank you,
of
guys.
PlayitRight TV, this is Kenito Henson, and
And I'm Diane Castillo. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again here on PlayitRight.
thank
Thanks,
you guys.
Take care.
Bye.
We'll see you back on the